If you want to charge more for your brow treatments, you need to offer more than just the basics. I consistently earn more because I provide premium bespoke treatments that deliver undeniable results. And now for the first time ever, you have the chance to learn my custom techniques through my online video brow masterclass courses. These masterclasses are designed to help you take your brow skills and business to the next level. You'll learn how to perform premium ahead of the curve brow treatments that will help you stand out and attract higher paying clients. I'll guide you step by step in my full video demonstrations, teaching you everything you need to know about brow laminations, tints, hybrid tints, shaping, waxing, and what products you need to be using and how to use them correctly to get the best possible results every time. Just follow the link in the description below and get 15% off my exclusive Brow Masterclass courses by applying the code HUYANA15 at checkout. Hey baby girls, your girl is back and I've got my stunning girly Millie in the studio today. We're about to get fully into a full facial massage, and trust me, this one is all about deep relaxation. I want to show you just how amazing a 20-minute facial massage can help boost circulation for an instant glow. It can also help drain the lymphatic fluid to reduce that puffiness, whilst helping to release tension held in that face and jaw that we all tend to hold. It also gives you that snatched, sculpted, lifted appearance. But beyond the visible results, a facial massage is also incredibly calming. It helps slow you down, relax your nervous system. So let me talk you through my steps. So the first thing I'm going to do when I'm performing any facial massage is cleanse the skin. Millie has arrived with no makeup on, but I always love to cleanse anyway, just so I know I'm working on a fresh, clean canvas. This also helps the skin relax and prepares it to fully receive the massage. I know this might sound a little bit cheesy, but I really do feel people's energy when they come into my space, especially when I'm performing facials and things like massage. And I could sense that Millie was feeling a little bit flat today. So I really wanted this treatment to feel super nourishing for her. I wanted it to feel almost uplifting. So when she leaves feeling just lighter, calmer, and just more herself. So you can see here, I just added a little bit of water to my fingertips so I can emulsify the cleanser. This helps the cleanser just work that little bit deeper into the pores and also allows my fingers to glide more easily over the skin, making that cleanse just feel a little bit softer and more relaxing. I'm now just using my clean water and sponges to gently cleanse away the cleanser. So when you're washing away the cleanser, don't be afraid to use that little bit more pressure, just making sure to get into all those creases and crevices around like the nose. There's nothing worse than lying there and feeling like there's still product left on your skin. So just take your time and really make sure it's fully clean and fresh. So once the skin was fully dry, I'm starting with light pressure on the chest first to gently stimulate the lymph nodes. This helps open up the lymphatic system and gives the fluid somewhere to drain before I move on to the face. Then I use soft outward strokes on the chest to encourage lymphatic drainage and boost circulation. So I'm gently brushing from the collarbone into the armpits, and essentially what this does is open up the lymph nodes, and this gives all the fluid and toxins in the body a clear path to the nearest main lymph nodes, which are under the armpits, where they can then be naturally flushed out. Here I'm just gently pushing the shoulders down ever so softly, and this is going to help release tension in that neck and shoulder. Okay, now we're moving on to the facial massage, and I'm mixing a little bit of the Image Skincare Babazoo Facial Flow Massage Oil with a few drops of the ordinary rosehip seed oil. This just gives my fingers some slip and keeps the skin feeling nourished while I work. So as you can see, I'm just working the oil evenly across the chest and face. This is just going to make sure that every area has a little bit of a slip, so my fingers can glide smoothly across the skin. Now I'm just using circular movements across the chest. This helps warm that area, relax the muscles, and get everything feeling calm and ready for the facial massage. I always like to work on this area first. I usually like to work my movements in 3s or 6s, depending on how long I want the massage to last. It just helps me keep my rhythm and makes my massage feel more flowy. And then I like to work my movements up and down the side of the neck, and I focus on the muscle running alongside the neck. And this is called the sternocleidomastoid. And I did not remember that word, and I had to Google this, and when I read it, it literally brought me back to college 17 years ago when I was studying for my exams. And I remember thinking, how the heck am I ever going to remember all these muscles and bones when I'm doing a facial? And I just want you people out there to know that if you're working on facials, massage, and you're really struggling with the anatomy of the body and you're struggling to remember these really hard words and these bones and these muscles, sometimes you don't necessarily have to remember the words and the names, as long as you know what pressure you should be applying to those areas. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you're a physio and other medical professions do need to know these, but as a masseuse or a facialist or someone in the line of work that I do, sometimes those muscles aren't so important to remember, as long as you know they're there and the pressure you should be applying to those areas. You don't need to remember every name or detail to be amazing at what you do. So here I'm just doing some nice effleurage movements under that cheekbone to really help sculpt that area. So this is one of my favourite techniques, and I'm just working under that eye area and under the cheekbone, whilst my other hand works along the top of the brow, and then I tend to meet both hands at the eyes and gently sweep everything up towards the scalp. And this really helps release all that tension. It smooths out that area around the eyes and just leaves that face feeling super lifted. The eye area is super important during a facial massage because the skin is so delicate and tends to hold so much tension. Gentle massage here helps reduce that puffiness, it helps smooth those fine lines, and it also helps boost circulation. And if you've never stretched this brow muscle, you won't even understand how incredible this feels. We hold so much tension in this area, and when you gently pinch and release this, it honestly melts away a lot of that stress. It's also amazing if you struggle with headaches. I've always loved working on the pressure points, especially on the forehead and around that brow. We hold so much tension here, and gently pressing or massaging these points can again release stress, smooth the muscle, and even help with headaches, leaving that whole face just feeling lighter. I actually learnt these techniques during in-house training at my first ever beauty salon with a company called Babor. I remember having to follow a very specific facial massage routine depending on what treatment I was doing, and sometimes it messed up with my rhythm because I was too busy thinking about what step came next. Now I tend to stick to pretty much the same facial massage no matter what treatment, Unless it's an anti-aging treatment, then I might focus more on sculpting movements to lift and tone the face. So as I've mentioned before in my other YouTube videos, last year I did do a masterclass with a local girl called Karoo Body Therapy, and she taught me how to work on my client more from the side, so really pushing up the skin and working more into the hairline. And this completely has changed my technique, and honestly I cannot imagine going back to the way I used to massage before. One woman who really inspired me was a lady called Dana Amari. Her Instagram was called Noise Skincare. You guys may have heard of her. I was completely obsessed with her work, her hand movements, her techniques. I actually learned a lot from her Instagram videos, and she was a massive inspiration for me. What was so shocking is that my massage therapist told me not long ago that she sadly passed away. Honestly, it felt like a dagger in my stomach. She was so young, beautiful, had a gorgeous family, a thriving business. I know she's inspired so many people, and I really want to thank her for the impact she had and the inspiration she gave me. Her work will continue to inspire me every day, and I hope that some of her passion can live on through me as I share it with others. I'm now going to leave this side of the facial massage for you guys to just unwind and relax. I usually work on both sides equally, but today I just wanted to focus on showing you more of my technique on one of the sides. Now I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of the facial massage, and hopefully you'll leave with some inspiration and tips from me. And I don't know about you, but I can clearly see the difference. Millie's skin looks firmer, more lifted, less puffy and beautifully sculpted. Just look how refreshed she looks. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.